Welcome to physics class. So today we want to talk about collision in physics. We have two types of collision. And the first one is elastic collision, and the second one is inelastic collision. So I'm going to explain them one after the other, then we take some work example. Elastic collision. In elastic collision, total momentum and kinetic energy are conserved. What does it mean? It means that the total momentum before collision is equal to the total momentum after collision, and therefore there is no energy loss. The momentum is conserved and also the kinetic energy is conserved. And I believe we remember the law of conservation of linear momentum, which states that in a closed system or isolated system, the total energy is conserved, or in a closed system or isolated system, the total momentum before collision is equal to the total momentum after collision. So in elastic collision, the total momentum and kinetic energy are conserved, while in inelastic collision, the total momentum is conserved, but the kinetic energy is not conserved. And here, in inelastic collision, you see that after collision, the body always join together, or they move together, or they stick together, and they continually move with common velocity. So let's take more example of elastic collision again. Elastic collision. Assuming this is the ball, the tennis ball. This is another tennis ball A, and B. This is moving in this direction, and this is also moving in this direction, meaning they are moving in the same direction. And we know that momentum is given by mass times velocity. That is, momentum or linear momentum is the product of mass and velocity of a body in a straight line. So this is momentum. P equals to m times v, where m is the mass and v is the velocity. Therefore, this object 1, let's say this, you have the mass a, then the velocity va. Object b, mass b, velocity b. Therefore, let's say this is before collision. So let me change v to u to differentiate before collision, the velocity before collision and the velocity after collision. This is before collision. Then after collision, we have this. Let's say after collision they move in the same direction. So this is MA and this is MB, velocity of A and velocity of B. Now, using the principle of conservation of linear momentum in elastic collision, we can see that total momentum before collision is equal to the total momentum after collision. So if we do that, we know that momentum is m times v. So for the first one, we have MA, since they are moving the same direction to be plus, MB, UB, that is before collision. After collision, it will be MA, VA plus MB, VB, since they are moving in the same direction. So let me call this case 1. So let's look at case 2, whereby after collision they begin to move in opposite direction. Case 2. Before collision, MA, UA, MB, UB. After collision, MA, MB, VA, and VB. So using conservation of linear momentum again, we will see that we are going to, since this before collision they are moving the same direction, we have MA, UA plus MB, UB equals, after, since they are moving in opposite direction, to be MA, VA minus MB, VB. That is case 2. Let's look at case 3. Case 3. Before collision, let's say object A is moving this way, object B is stationary. So U of B will be 0 since it's stationary. That is, it's not moving, it's at rest. UA, MA, MB. Then after collision, say it's moving this way, and this is moving this way. So we are going to have, using conservation of linear momentum, MAUA plus MB, UB, don't forget UB is 0, I'm going to show that later, equals MA, VA plus MB, VB, since they are all moving in the same direction. So I go back again, I have MA, UA plus MB times 0, this is 0. UB is 0 since it's at rest, or the object is stationary, equals to MA, VA plus MB, VB. Therefore, I have MA, UA equals, everything here is 0, MA, VA plus MB, VB. So I have that. And in some way, in elastic collision, we said the momentum is conserved, as you can see, and the kinetic energy is also conserved. To calculate the kinetic energy, we use the kinetic energy formula. When we take work example, we will see that. So let me take inelastic collision. inelastic collision. So object before collision. So we have two objects A, B. So this is MA, this is MB, this is UA, this is UB, moving in the same direction. Then after collision, they will stick together, and we have something like this. They stick together and move. So they move with common velocity, mv. So using conservation of linear momentum, we have ma, since they are moving in the same direction, ua plus mb ub equals ma plus mb, all in brackets, times v. So if they are moving in the same direction before collision. Okay, let's say another case, if they are not moving in opposite direction, let's say this is moving this way, then before collision you have, look at the direction, you have ma UA minus MB UB equals MA plus MB bracket V. That is case 2. This is case 1. So case 3. Let's assume that body B before collision is stationary, is not moving. So we know that U will be what? 0. So we have MA, UA plus everything here is 0 equals MA plus MB bracket V. So let's take work example, then we will understand this better with a work example. Okay, let's take this example. A body of mass 80 kg move with a velocity of 6 meters per second hits a stationary body of mass 60 kg. If the body sticks together after collision, calculate the magnitude of the velocity which they move. So after collision, you can see that the body sticks together, and this is an example of inelastic collision. Good. To do that, we have a body of 80 kg, which is the mass, let me say MA, 80 kg, and it's moving with a velocity of 6 meters per second. UA is 6 meters per second. It's a stationary body, so meaning that the body is not moving. This is stationary body of mass 40 kg, let's say MB. So U is 0 since it is a stationary body, and this is before collision. Then after collision, what happens? They stick together. They stick together and they move with the same velocity, and we are looking for the velocity at which they move. This is MA and this is MB. And we know the value of MA 80, MB 40. So using the principle of conservation of energy, taking the principle of conservation of energy, so we have, before collision, we have MA UA plus MB UB equals to MA plus MB bracket V. Our MA is 80 our UA is 6, our MB is 40, our UB is 0, our MA is 80 plus MB 40 all in bracket times V. So 80 times 60, 80 times 6 will give us 480 plus everything here is 0. This is 120V. So therefore, we have 480 equals to 120V. Therefore, V will be 480 divided by 120. We have the velocity, the common velocity, or the velocity at which they move together to be 4 meters per second. Example 2. Okay, let's take this example. In a perfectly inelastic collision, bulb P of mass 0.2 kg moving with a velocity of 8 meters per second hit a stationary bulb Q of mass 0.1 kg. After collision, both bulbs stick together and move off with a common velocity. Calculate the common velocity. Also calculate the total loss of kinetic energy. Also, we know that this is an example of inelastic collision because after collision they stick together and they move with a common velocity, and from the beginning we have a perfectly inelastic collision, so it is even stated. So we have bulb P, the mass of bulb P is 0.2 kg and the velocity is 8 meters per second. Hit a stationary bulb Q, so mass of Q is 0.1 kg, so U of Q is 0. So this is before collision. So after collision they stick together. P, Q, M of P is 0.2 kg, M of Q is 0.1 kg, so they move with the same velocity. So using the conservation of linear momentum, and this is inelastic, we have MP UP plus MQ UQ equals MP plus MQ in bracket V. MP is 0.2, UP is 8, everything here is 0, MP is 0.2, MQ is 0.1, then V. 0.2 times 8 will give us 1.6 equals this will give us 0.3 V. Therefore, V is 1.6 divided by 0.3. That will give us 5.33 meters per second. That is the common velocity. So the next thing is to calculate the energy loss or the total loss of kinetic energy. So for the total loss in kinetic energy, we know that kinetic energy is given by half mv squared. So we take the kinetic energy before collision. So Ke before collision, you can remember the picture. Let me do it again. MP, MQ, MP is 0.2, MQ is 0.1, and UP is 8 meter per second. So we have half mp up square plus half mq uq square. So that is the kinetic energy before collision. So if we continue, half our mp is 0.2, our up is 8, so 8 square, half mq 0.1, our uq is 0 square, so everything here is 0. So half 0.2 times 8 square times 0.2 times half. So we have 6.4. We have 6.4 as our kinetic energy before collision. So also we get the kinetic energy after collision. So let me write it somewhere. Kinetic energy before collision, Ke before, is 6.4 joules. So let me get the kinetic energy after collision. Ke after, that will be Ke equals half mp plus mq v squared. Half mp is 0.2, mq is 0.1, then v, we've calculated v before, which is 5.33 squared. This is 0.3, 5.33 squared will give us 28.409. So if we multiply times 0.3 divided by 2, we have 4.261 joules. That is kinetic energy after. Therefore, loss in kinetic energy will be kinetic energy before collision minus kinetic energy after collision. And that will be, before collision we got 6.4 joules, minus after collision we got 4.261 joules. And that will give us 6.4 joules minus 4.261 joules. That will give us 2.14 joules.